Ladies and gentlemen, filmmakers and moviegoers alike, welcome to this week's episode of Quickly Casual. I'm your host, Srekcuf5, and joining me as always is the amazing Dev. What's up, Dev?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, you doing that,
Hmm?
you were cutting in and out for me.
Ah, damn it. Ah, what
And
is
it's
it?
100% my end.
Mhm.
Um, but there is jack shit we can do about it.
Yeah, we tried.
If you don't know, folks, I am currently living in a place that it is supposed to get 11 inches of snow tonight,
Oh,
which is a lot of fucking snow. Um, so yeah.
yeah, thankfully you're not going anywhere tonight. Oh, my camera's gonna mess up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Videos. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm dealing with that. So
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. But hey, the show must go on. We're here. We're doing this. It's happening.
yeah, I don't know, dude. It's got to be a rough one because, like, yeah, it's got to be flickering the entire show. I'm sorry. We troubleshooted beforehand. You can ask Steven. We did everything that we could, other than restarting the modem.
I mean, if it makes
But
you
I
feel
did do it.
better, it's just the picture. Your sound is totally fine.
That's good. And I did do a speed test. I am currently getting 220 down, about 10 up. Um, so it should be fine
It'll be
normally. But there's constant snow hitting the wires. And I'm not fiber, unfortunately, which would be underground and not
yes.
affected by this.
Next time. Now you know what to do next time.
Dude, I would have gotten fiber if I could, okay?
No
You
shade.
act like I had a choice in
I
it.
know. It's like I'm not gonna critique where you're living right now. Not yet. Not until you're famous. Then I'll critique you.
Okay, then I become Hassan. I afford a house, and it's like, oh, you're a lefty. You can't buy a house.
Yeah. Ah. Well, let's get in here. Let's start talking about this week, which I wasn't really original with this week's title. I called it World Ending Comedy because we're watching apocalyptic comedy movies with This Is the End and Don't Look Up.
Oh, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah, probably.
If I have you repeat stuff, I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's totally fine. We'll make it through. We got this. You and me and you. We've had worse.
We have sort of. Lion King was arguably the most tech-riddled episode. You remember that? Because I was in a car park in my car.
Which was the show where I was at my place with
Ant-
with my mom.
with Ant-Man
Ant
and the
Man.
Wasp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the power went out on my phone. That was fun.
That was another rough one. This is up there. This is definitely going to be up there.
I thought you were just gonna talk about this being rough because this is the end. It's a rough movie to watch.
You really thought so?
Not yes and no. Like if we get in there, if we'll start talking
I
about our
mean,
first movie, this is the end.
yeah, I'm talking about our first movie. This is the end, which was released June 12th, 2013, with a budget of $32 million. It opened U.S. And Canada, made 20 million, with a gross U.S. and Canada of 101 million, and gross worldwide 126 million. Um, yeah, I mean, like, sure, it's aged a bit, but I'm actually kind of surprised on how well this is aged for being an early 2000 in like aughts or the 2010s films. You know?
I both agree with you and I disagree with you because there are moments of this movie where I watch it again and I'm like, this is funny. I enjoy this. This is a good time. Then there are moments of this movie where I'm like, yep, these guys are just vamping and they're just trying to make the funniest dialogue they can and it's not hitting.
See, what makes those scenes for me though is seeing, because usually you see someone breaking
Mm,
in the back.
just someone
And
who can't.
that's what makes those, yeah, that's what makes those scenes. Okay. The vamps are really good if you're paying attention to people in the background. The moment you know it's a vamp, pay attention to everyone else. Don't pay attention to the people talking, which is so anti like film, but that's what makes it for me. I'm like, oh, that's funny. The scene with the hey.
Yeah.
If you watch Seth that entire scene,
Mm.
he is on the point of laughing the entire time.
He's trying to look
He's
like upset and like awkward and
uncomfortable,
yeah, and
but
he
like you
just
see his face and he's about to just bust up laughing.
That's actually the one that sticks out the most to me as the one that goes a little too long.
Oh, it goes too long, but like is Seth is what's saving it the entire time for me with his dumb just like trying not to bust up laughing.
Hmm.
Like that is seriously what this movie is. It's a bunch of people riffing, um, like, and like the riffs because you got a lot of good comedic people here.
Absolutely.
Outside of like scumbags like James Franco for being a bad person. Um, but he is officially one of three Marvel connections of the day.
Ooh.
Do you know the other two?
See the other two.
Without pulling up their IMDb's each, just look. You can look through the IMDb, but you don't get to pull up
Mhm.
their IMDb if
Okay.
that's
Well,
fair.
it'd be Paul Rudd.
Yes, who has played Ant-Man, and James Franco is Harry Osborn from the
Mhm.
Raimi trilogy, which is canon now.
And we've got Aziz.
Aziz is not in one yet.
Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Martin Starr, who is Mr. Harrington, the principal in Spider-Man.
Oh, is he the principal? I thought he was just a teacher.
Oh, he's a principal.
Hmm.
Well, he was a principal in No Way Home. Um,
Principal Harry.
I guess he was a teacher probably in the year that he was like in Far From Home probably.
Yeah, I was
He
about to say
probably
him.
got a promotion.
One, yeah, after the students flipped out, 5 years have passed. A lot of things changed, you know.
Well, I mean, he was a teacher after the blip, but like he probably became the principal after all of that shit. So
Uh,
things are weird.
things are weird. This movie has a lot of weird and funny moments in it. I love the amount of cameos in this movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Every other scene is, or at least the whole beginning of the movie is a cameo.
yes, and it works. Like it works as like a satire, like because everyone's kind of playing the satirical version of themselves too.
Hmm.
Um, which kind of works with the film as well. Like
Okay.
Jonah Hill being like the person who like everyone like, oh, he's just such a great guy in all this, and he's like overly kind to everyone. But really, he's just kind of shitty
Hmm.
at this to Jay. I gotta say, Jay was pretty great in this. Jay Barchula.
I'm not gonna help you.
Um, I know. Um, yeah, he played a Hiccup, by the way.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
Not a Marvel connection, but still a great movie.
not a yeah, great movie, worth shouting out. Um, he's great. I think honestly, Craig Robinson is fantastic in this. Um, like there isn't a beat with him that I think misses.
But yeah, I do like the Craig Robinson quite a bit.
Like, oh, is it about our bond from earlier? No, you got skinny arms. You wouldn't be able to get enough food to feed a hamster. Like, yeah, that was good.
Yes, I enjoyed the fun stuff with Danny McBride.
Yeah,
Uh,
Danny McBride's pretty good.
but ultimately, like my biggest compliment for this movie is even though the effects aren't great, they did a lot with what they had.
Yeah,
Because that entire sequence, I don't know if you knew this, the one where they go next door to the house and it's Jay and Craig.
yeah,
They when they were filming that sequence, they had no idea what the monster was going to look like at all. And it wasn't until post credit and post where they added in like a bunch of the furniture and the blasting through the walls and the bull shaped monster, of course. And yeah, it's not the best, well, but it looks pretty good.
yeah. No,
It's
it
almost like they
works.
knew it was going to be there the whole time.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job with that. It's like, like that. That's actually pretty cool that they managed to do that very well. Um, yeah, no, it's yeah, it's. I didn't go into this expecting much,
Have you seen this
so
before?
I was no, I
Oh,
actually have not
okay.
watched this before. This was my first watch of it.
This is not my first watch of this, so
And I was pleasantly surprised. Also the whole opening thing with Seth and Jay at Seth's place, I was like, yeah, that sounds fun.
yeah, it
Sounds
does.
like a good time.
A good couple of hours with a good spread. Yeah.
Dude, the moment they pulled out Killzone 3, which by the way, hold on. By the way,
no way. Gotta show it off. He's always got something.
have this. My friend Jordan had this and was never going to use it. And he's like, hey, do you want this? And I went, sure. Do you want to know the best part of this thing?
Yeah, the tubes come out. Nice. Oh, even better.
It opens up. And I used to keep right here. It was the only game that I would keep in it. Killzone 3. So it would just sit. It was the only game that would be in here. And I would be like, you know what I feel like playing right now? Killzone 3. So the moment that game, like, you set that game on the table, I'm like, oh shit, Killzone 3. I remember playing the multiplayer with my buddy B, and we would just slaughter shits. The multiplayer in this game, not too bad. Not too bad. It's rough, but it's not awful.
I mean, that's a lot of games from early on when we were childish. Kind of rough.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're still childish at times, but when we were children.
Well, the thing about it, too, is just like, Killzone was, kind of Nintendo, or not Nintendo, Sony's response to Halo. And Gears of War, I would say. Like, it's kind of a combo for the two. Except you're kind of killing Nazis, so it's almost like Wolfenstein. It's got a good intersectionality with a lot of stuff. It's got brutal kills like Gears. It's got Nazi-ish characters like Wolfenstein, and it's got because Wolfenstein hadn't been remade yet by that point, so it was hitting off a thing that hadn't really had any popularity at the time.
Are we reviewing Killzone 3 or are we reviewing this movie?
Fair enough. That's a fair point. Listen, I don't get to talk about a game that I really did appreciate a lot, okay?
Man, you gotta join like Jay and his channel when he does his YouTube review.
That's fair.
But still, I don't blame you. Games are fun. Smoking's a lot of fun. The comedy, this movie and its comedy can be pretty fun at times. It's definitely thrown around. Like, they just decided they wanted to do a bunch of different things and they threw it in there just to have fun. And it kind of makes a movie, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. It's just laugh, 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 laugh. The movie ends. Which is fine. I mean, that's what most comedy movies are supposed to be, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really need to do much more, and I think it does a decent job of doing it. So,
oh, there is a continuity error, or a couple, but still, at the end of the movie, their halos. They're not in every scene. Totally matters, I know. It's one of those super important details that totally matters. I haven't really got much else to talk about on this movie. I definitely like this movie, as I wouldn't necessarily say it's the start of like Seth Rogen going into the darker, raunchier humor, because that's definitely not true. But it's definitely the start of him becoming popular again. This movie, and then I think after this they did the Sausage movie, animated movie or whatever. But
oh yeah, Sausage Party.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched that either.
Adult comedy. Here we go. Actually, okay. Like, what else did he actually?
It's not a lot. Okay, are we reviewing all of Seth Rogen, or are we reviewing this movie?
Yeah, I'm just curious here. Fine. I haven't got really much else to talk about on this one, unless you have anything else to talk about.
No, I should be good from here.
Okay, cool. So, Dev, here's your popcorn kernels. How do you feel about the end? You got 10 of them.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. I think
Okay.
because I was entertained by it. Okay, it got a good C out of me.
I mean, the whole point of this is to let the actors be themselves, and they definitely
Yeah,
got to be themselves. A fun little environment. But I personally am only going to give this movie a 6.
that's fair. I can't complain about that.
I can. What were they thinking? Why was there
Okay.
a giant penis? Multiple giant penis.
Eh, it was the early 2010s.
You're not wrong.
Giant penis jokes were a thing.
I do think one of my favorite moments, actually, in this movie, before we move on, is the small moment where Jay and Seth are talking together before they fall through the floor. They're
Yeah,
just
that's pretty good.
having a good time, actually retouching their relationship with each other, and then it was great. Right here, right beneath us, like right here.
That was pretty good.
Okay, all right, we good on this one? We're good on this one.
We got on this one.
We're moving on. We're going through this quick today. Not really, but we're talking
Quick
about
enough.
we're talking about Don't Look Up. Oh boy.
Which was released on December 24th of 2021. Um, it does have a gross worldwide of $782,000. But Netflix doesn't care about that because its money's made from us actually watching
Hmm.
it. So I've heard mixed things about this before going into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I enjoyed myself.
I did too,
Um,
actually. But being
yeah, I I hate how accurate this movie is because like this movie was before COVID and like shit. There's a lot of things in it that could apply to the COVID world too, not just the global warming world, which is what this is supposed to be a metaphor for. Um, Instead of a force that we could stop, like momentumly colliding with us, it's in reality it's us, colliding into the other. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what really I can like complain about because it kind of worked for me because it has a pretty good narrative. Like my problem with it is it's too real. Like it's it's too much reality. And that's actually not a problem with it, but it like that it would be the thing you could complain about. It's like, damn it, the shit's too accurate.
I kind of get that. Like, I want to watch a movie for like an escape, a release, and this movie was so realistic in what the responses are. I was like, ooh, this doesn't make me feel good. I'm not enjoying
Funny.
this.
So I enjoyed it because it is funny. Like it knows how to make fun of the situation that we are currently in. And as I've slowly but surely gotten more and more doomer, as time has gone on, man, did this just play right into my appetite currently of being like, well, we're fucked. Um,
Also, according to this here, it says Don't Look Up. At least the filming, when it first started filming, was November of 2020.
oh, I think it was written before, so
Either way, like it's still we're sitting here, we're watching this, and it feels so relatable. Just listen to the fucking scientists. Just look up away from the shit box news. I think is what it was called.
yeah. Also, we do have a Marvel connection of the day. Do you know who?
Is it Jonah Hill?
No, it is Rob Morgan, who was Turk Barrett in Daredevil.
Which version?
The Charlie Cox. It's cool that I can say that. Which version? Yeah, the Charlie Cox version. Anyways, joking. I mean, he actually is in that, and after No Way Home, that is real.
Mm.
Anyways, but Kate Blanchett, obviously. I mean, she played Hela, so she's our Marvel connection to this movie.
We wanted it to be real. Real Marvel movie. That doesn't. It's not a Marvel movie. It's a Marvel TV show.
Hela?
No, Hella counts.
Oh, are you talking about the TV?
Rob.
Marvel TV counts. We've counted it before.
I know.
Hell, we're gonna be starting to count it going forward more often.
Much to my chagrin.
I have
So
so
much.
much more to listen. You don't have to do the research for it. I do.
Oh,
The only time you go through and do it is to mock me if I missed one.
yeah, totally.
And that's all on you at that point. I am not forcing you to do that. That's nothing you have to do. It's my bit. You're just trying to add on to the bit, and you're causing more work for yourself.
Well, I mean,
so
just
you
anyways.
bitching, you're just bitching at yourself.
It's fine. It's just even still, the whole how much people are so excited for Marvel with like, oh my god, Spider-Man's the first Marvel movie. The end game happened. What everyone was supposed to be excited for happened. You can calm down with the Marvel stuff.
Steven, they're still making good shit. That's the problem.
They're making okay shit.
No Way Home, you gave it 8.
I mean,
that's not okay shit.
Out of all of
You
the
gave Shang-Chi a 9.5.
Yes. Out of
2 of the last movies, and you have enjoyed all of their shows. Fuck you.
I was about to say, out of the 9 things that were released in the last year, 2 of them were good. 2 out of 9 good.
Okay, Loki wasn't good.
It was okay.
We have some beef. I hope you know this.
I know.
Like, we have beef now.
I thought we've always
Like,
had beef.
Yeah, but like now it's real. Now it's tangible. Like Loki was the show that I was like, Steven's gonna love this. This is real. Like it expands the universe. It has really good character stuff. Like this is really enjoyable. Steven's like,
I'd say out of all of the TV shows, Loki was probably the best one. Like out of the 4 that came out this year.
what the fuck are you fiddling with?
Life. I don't know. Nothing
So
important.
I get to hear all of it. Anyways, I call bullshit because you loved WandaVision too. Like you had some problems with the end, but like you enjoyed that entire.
WandaVision definitely lost me in the end. The first 3 episodes were great, and then it lost me for the last like 4 or 5.
I can accept you saying it to Falcon and Winter Soldier as much as it pains me.
That one was a very middle of the road story.
For you, I loved it though, obvious reasons. Loki really was just okay to you though?
In the end, I was a little disappointed with Loki just because of the ending. Like, it was.
You need to read comics. I think that's the problem here. Like, you just have no, like...
Yeah, I have no nostalgia to grip onto.
It's not even nostalgia. You just have no, like, prior knowledge going into these things. So, like, when something like that kind of reveal of what that was at the end, like, and its implications for what we can go on from there. Oh, God, the implications.
Dude, I just enjoy going to movies without not knowing anything about them. No, like walking in and having everything being a surprise to me, that's a great time. Or at least almost a surprise. Spider-Man, that could have been amazing, seeing everything unspoiled.
No one would have gone to see it.
Says you.
Says everyone. Their original idea was just to do like their trailers to be just like it looked like Civil War between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
That probably wouldn't pull people in.
Exactly.
Or
how else would you have done the trailers that didn't reveal a little bit?
You know, if you give me all 2.5 hours of movie footage to work with, I could probably make a trailer. All happening in the other room. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm the only one home right now, so
Fun.
yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, back to the movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, after that tangent, uh,
Sorry, one. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so apologies for that. There. Uh, this movie. Don't look up. Like it was the most. It was funny for many moments of the movie. It was also depressing. The ending actually almost made me tear up a little bit. I was like, "Damn, that's slightly
hey,
emotional."
it's some good storytelling on
Yeah,
that part.
absolutely. I liked. I do honestly like the comedy, like the satire that is this movie. I want/need to watch um the Death to 2021 thing that came out on Netflix, because this is probably that is what this makes me think of in a much more accurate statement. Like with the Death to 2020 and the Death to 2021 stuff that Netflix has done, they they make like they create characters and do a very satirical approach to like people being interviewed and getting angry over the most ridiculous things over the last year. But in this movie, yes, it's still a satirical approach to what's happening, but it's a lot more not nuanced, but a lot more like it feels real and it feels accurate, and um it's disappointing but also incredibly fun. I think the my favorite thing about it is the freaking what's his name? Peter Isherwell, the CEO of cell phone company.
Ash,
Yeah, probably one of my favorite characters in this movie, and not because it's good, like his character is good. I think probably the best character in this movie would have to be uh probably Leonardo DiCaprio's character, the main character. But
oh, maybe.
yeah, maybe. But I definitely enjoyed him and like the little soft, but could also be creepy old man who's very much a capitalist. Will do anything to make money until it fails.
And may or may not blow up in his face. Literally. I mean, I really did enjoy actually Jennifer Lawrence's performance in this.
I enjoyed her performance too, but I just feel like with character wise, I mean, I liked the journey that Leo took us on, because his character went from just being a meek, quiet, shy of a person to eventually standing up for himself and like getting angry and yelling, and maybe not for himself, but just like getting tired of all the fakeness that was in the world.
Yes, but like my problem with that is, are we gonna consider that growth?
Uh, Not when he
His
enables it.
character literally regresses the entire movie and then does a little bit of good.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
don't
just brings
consider
it
that
back to
like,
normal.
he's still below normal.
It's the last day on Earth. You're kinder to people on the last day of Earth, right?
I don't care. Like, also, do I include Jennifer Lawrence on our Marvel connections on the like off chance that the X-Men get confirmed in the multiverse?
No, not until they're confirmed. X-Men aren't real yet. They don't exist.
This is the future, Dev. Totally doing this voiceover afterwards.
Totally.
When we're totally not live and totally doing this post. And this is edited in here just on the off chance in the next year when the movie Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness introduces some form of the X-Men, and then we can confirm that Mystique is part of the multiverse. Thank you. Good night.
What if it's not that Mystique?
Fuck off. If we see her as if we see anyone from that, if we see anyone from the X-Men universe, like all of X-Men is confirmed by default.
Pretty
Okay,
much,
you
yeah.
know that, right? Because like even if they had their Days of Future Past timeline reset thing,
Ralph
which means
Boner.
that like for them the multiverse already existed. By the way, um,
I don't get that, but we can talk about that later.
because you know Days of Future Past was changing the timeline and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah,
So technically, the multiverse already existed for the X-Men.
but there's no TVA in their universe, so it's fine.
Yeah, because it was probably a the path was so far away that they never noticed it, or it's post branch off but earlier.
Yes, we'll say yes.
Yeah, we told Meryl Streep becomes a MCU character.
You know, the one thing I actually kind of
Oh my god, I forgot who Meryl Streep could play.
sure well, let's get back to the movie after this. But who can Meryl Streep play in the MCU?
Madam Web.
Ah, weren't we literally just talking about Madam Web? I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, kind of. But she would actually be perfect for the role. Wise old woman who, also can probably kick some ass.
I mean, as long as she plays a wise old woman, sure. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked Meryl Streep in this movie as well. But one thought that I had at the end of this movie was I was kind of a little mad that they made the president that ruined everything Meryl Streep like a woman. And I was like, why didn't they make somebody who looks like Donald Trump the president who actually ruins everything?
He didn't actually ruin everything, Steven. Everything was going that way before. That is part of the joke.
Totally.
Things just were expedited a little bit.
Hmm.
So,
Oh.
anything else?
Any characters in this movie, or like cameos, I should, you enjoyed?
I actually like the Ariana Grande stuff. That was fun.
I kind of liked it too. I wanted to hear a little bit more of the song. I did, but
Yeah, her and Kid Cudi, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
yeah.
Like,
I gotta say, mine was probably either Ron Perlman or maybe Melanie Linsky as his wife, just because I like Melanie. But Ron Perlman, his role is just funny. A different,
yeah.
just a different generation.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke.
That was a good running joke. It's terrible, but it's good. Yeah, let's see here. I was actually kind of surprised to see Jonah Hill. Like, I don't know why I was surprised to see him in this movie, but when he first pops up, I was like, oh, Jonah! That was unexpected. I didn't think he'd be in this movie too. Because I completely chose This Is the End only because it was the apocalypse comedy to pair up with this movie.
Did you really not know? And that's why you. Oh, wow. That is funny. Knowing that going into this, knowing Jonah Hill was in this.
I had no idea. I didn't see any advertisements for this movie either. So I was like, I know it's Lawrence, I know it's Jennifer, and that's it.
You say you know it's Lawrence and you know it's Jennifer.
Yeah, I meant Leonard. I know I'm talking about Leonardo, but still.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Okay.
Brain's not found, but I'm fine.
All right. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say.
So about Leo over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I knew Leonardo and I know Jennifer Lawrence were both in the movie. But that's literally it. I just, hadn't really paid attention to anything. One person I really did like that I wasn't expecting to write was Teddy, Oglethorpe, played by Rob Morgan. I liked how nice, I guess, he was in the end. How caring, how approachable he was.
Yeah.
It's kind of like their mentor and ultimately became their friend.
Yeah.
Cute. Yeah, I got nothing else to talk about non-spoiler related. How about you?
Uh, I ain't got much
Oh,
else.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah, yeah, I think we're good.
All right. So popcorns then, I guess.
Yeah, I'll give you your popcorns.
I'll short week this week, I guess. I mean,
I
we
mean,
weren't, we weren't really
it happened.
excited to watch these movies. It just kind of
Well, it's
happened.
not that we weren't excited. It was just, we filled in the week with this, and sometimes the week just doesn't have a lot to talk about. Not exactly like a bad or a good thing. Just, sometimes there's just not a ton to talk about.
Yeah, there's not a lot of complexity in these movies. Simple good, haha. Haha. So in this simple good, haha, that made me almost cry. Uh, I'm gonna give it a hmm. Let's give it a 7.
Yeah, that tracks. Because I'm giving it an 8.
7 almost feels too high for me, but at the same time, not really, because this was good. It's got great actors. The story was funny. I don't know who the director was. The director, writer, producer, Adam McKay. I can't think of what he's done off the top of my head, but this was enjoyable.
Yeah. He did the Vice one.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
another movie. That on
Maybe
our
sometime.
that on our pairings. We'll throw that on there.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess hit the button. Let's move into spoilers.
Let's get ready to spoiler!
Woo! Everybody dies.
Yeah, there's not much to spoil in this, is there?
Yeah, not really. It because like we said, that not a lot of complex stuff happens in this movie, or in either of these movies, really. Um, the things that we could have hid maybe were the cameos, but cameos weren't really an important thing in this movie either.
Yeah. The cameo that got me, and I'm glad we're doing this one in spoilers. Okay, was Devin Peterson.
Really?
The joke, Devin Peterson, like because they talk about him a couple times. The actor Devin Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
But did you realize who played him?
Yeah.
Under cast. Let me double check where he is. He's technically a Marvel connection, but I'll save it. I'll save this for the spoilers only section, folks. Yes, that's why we're here. Let me find it. I have to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure. Because if I'm wrong, I don't know how the fuck I got it wrong. You know what I mean? Where is he? Where is he? It's just gonna be easier if I actually look him up to confirm it.
Oh, I see it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
saw him. I was like, really? He's in this
Yes.
too.
Fucking Devin Peters. Sorry, not Devin Peterson. Is played by Chris Evans. Because they bring up Devin Peters a couple times in his new movie and all that, like the End of the World movie, and then all of a sudden it's like just an interview, and it's just you hear him talk for a second, and my brain went, "It's Cap."
Yep.
And the camera pans, and it's just him in the most hipster ass get up. What's what's the significance of your pin? Oh, it's you don't to look up or down. It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah. And Charlie, we just need to get together and love each other.
that was fucking hilarious. Okay, that is the best cameo in the movie. I'm glad we're saving that for the spoiler section because that one deserves to be in the spoiler section. Um, yeah, it is. That was funny. That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying. Okay, you know what I gotta say? I love post Avengers Chris Evans because he gets to just cameo and shit
Yeah,
now.
he's just everywhere. Just he says
He
one
can he be the
line in
new
every
Stan
movie.
Lee?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I would love that because like he genuinely like he just showed up in Free Guy being like the fuck, and then this one he shows up in this like that. I'm like, you know what? I'm all for this. I am all for these cameo Chris Evans. Like,
Mhm. You know,
like it.
I honestly think Chris Evans would star in like another comedy movie. He hasn't done one in a few years, other than like
Well, apparently he's in the pre-production for Little Shop of Horrors. And he is going to be in Pixar's movie this year, Lightyear, as Buzz Lightyear.
do you think he'll uh be in the sequel to Knives Out? Probably not.
Probably not, but that is a movie I can't wait for as well. It's Knives In.
Knives In, yeah. Yeah, because you know they're springy and uh either way. With this movie,
I also do hope for that. Like, side note, since we're talking about Knives Out, we can't like we haven't talked about that in a while. Okay, and it's
mhm.
a really fun movie. I really hope they do the idea that everyone joked about of Benoit Blanc doing like different accents every time he's on a different crime.
Then we'd have to have at least like 3 movies so we could notice it. But yeah, that way we could set it as a established theme. But still,
Yes.
Benoit Blanc.
Benoit Blanc. God, I can't wait to see him again as that.
We kept getting off topic with this week, but that's totally fine.
Yeah, it's the first week of the year. What do you want from us? What do you want from us? Oh, I'll talk about this after the movie, but it
Okay.
is important that we talk about it today. You got anything else for this movie?
Okay. Let's see here. I liked him seeing Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it was funny to see him in this movie, but his character didn't really do anything for me. Just there. So a lot of these characters, they're kind of just here. Um, I mean, Ron Perlman probably good. Ariana good. Kid Cudi, that was funny. Uh,
Hold on. Did you just say Kid Cudi?
I'm surprised that was legible. Yeah, or audible. Yeah, I just rambling here.
Motherfucker. You get on me. That one's easy. Kid Cudi. Like,
It's pretty cootie to me.
you are uncultured swine. You know that? You are just the worst sometimes.
I don't listen to hip hop, son.
I hate you. I hate you. Fucking rot.
uh, okay, yeah, I've got nothing else on this, honestly. We're good here. We're moving on to news.
Okay. Um. So something that's kind of going on is there's been some delays movie wise. Um. Currently, nothing has changed for our schedule so far,
Thank
but we
goodness.
will have to be flexible. I mean, there was one movie, but that's like next month's issue that
Mm-hmm.
changed. Um, which is fine. You know, we figured some of this shit would happen. Um, like Morbius got pushed back again for the umpteenth millionth time.
Oh, we're supposed to look forward to for next month.
Uncharted, which did release a little bit of like some of its one of its action, a little bit of his action scene,
Okay. I
the airplane scene.
was about to say that was the trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah, don't hate it from what I saw. I'll say that.
I mean, that's definitely
Good
one
work.
of the big set pieces from the games. That's one of the things I
Third
definitely
game.
remember.
Problem is, it's from the third game.
So
This
they'll
is
do
one
the
of those.
train scene too, right? Where he's hanging from underneath the
Well,
train.
there's some other stuff in this that looks like they're just hitting some of the greatest notes for action sequences, which kind of sucks because, like, hey, let's save those for when we get to that in his story.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, so yeah, we do have just please be patient because there's a good chance like the movie this month that we would be like seeing would be Scream, or Five Cream as I'm coining it.
Sounds like a really bad game.
Yeah, kind of. So just be patient with that because we genuinely don't know what this year is going to have in store for us.
So true. I know come February I might have a hard time making out to theaters for a little bit because I haven't told many people, but I've got hernia surgery coming up soon, so I might not be able to get out of bed while I recover. We'll see how things
Oh
go.
yeah.
Let's see here.
I will personally fly down to make sure you see the Batman.
I've been
That is
seeing.
arguably the movie I'm looking most forward to at the beginning of the year.
I've heard a lot of talk about it. My dad even was like, "What's this? The Batman I've been hearing about?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure that's not coming out yet, but that has Robert Pattinson. You know,
Thank
as
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. As the Batman."
Yeah.
I had to tell him it's Cedric Diggory. He's like, "Oh, the Harry Potter kid."
He doesn't know Twilight.
Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, still. Speaking of Harry Potter, though, I saw the 20th anniversary, and I know you
Yeah.
did too.
Yeah. I mean, like my big thing about that was like it did hit on the notes, but also in hindsight, it's like they still kind of like relied a lot on JK,
Yeah,
which kind of sucks.
I was
Someone who's non-binary, like
I was a little disappointed only because, like, I don't get me wrong, I like documentaries, I like behind the scenes stuff. I just kind of wish there
that's
was a
no
little
shit.
more of like in character, you know, like actually seeing an adult Harry and whatnot. But no, it's fine. It's not needed. It's definitely not what we were promised either. It's
I mean,
something,
we weren't promised that. That's what you
yeah,
think you.
I know. That's what I just said. It's definitely something we weren't promised either. It's just
Oh,
something I
okay.
would have liked to have seen.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not even listen.
I just misinterpreted what you said. Fuck off. Minor misinterpretation, and you're the villain.
No, I'm the victim. You're the
Hey.
villain.
No, that's what I was saying. Okay, we need to move on.
Sorry. Okay. Honestly, there's not much else that has caught my attention. There's been talk about like Nicolas Cage lately because he's changed his title, which I showed that to you, but that's not really something super important.
He's a thespian, which going forward I will have to try to remember to implement into Rick.
Mhm.
Uh,
But there's also another article here that I saw that was apparently Nicolas Cage was begging to be cast in Godfather Part 3. He's like he begged Francis Ford Coppola to cast him in Godfather Part 3.
oh,
Imagine. But other than that, I haven't.
God, what spoof title would I have given that?
The Grand Pappy, Part 3.
The Jesus Dad?
Jesus, Dad, that'd be funny. Next time.
Yeah. When they do the fourth.
I mean, what was the character that how do I explain this to people who don't know? Rick Lage, Dev's character that he's made up. If there's one role that I am curious. What superhero did he play in the movie Teen Titans Go to the Movie?
Oh, it was awesome, dude.
Awesome Dude. And what was the name of the actual movie?
It was I have a name, but it doesn't quite work.
That's the one that I. It's like some. I don't know the first thing. Like kid something. Kid Heroes. Um, Out to the cinemas.
It would be because you got to incorporate Titans in a way. So the thing that I always do is you do a cinnamon search.
Synonym.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a synonym for Titan.
The young Colossuses.
Young
Young
Colossus.
Colossus.
Okay.
Um, Go. We gotta leave the go in there because that's the only way to make that work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, See a movie. See a film.
There you go. Young Colossuses go see a film. There we go. We did it. Now, for anyone who wants to know why we did that, it's go watch Dev after we're done here. Whenever he's
I've got to add that to my list. That's one I hadn't done yet.
awesome guy. Yeah. The role that he always wanted to play.
Sis, go see a film. There are a few on my list that I don't have to put what it's a reference to. That is one of them. There are a few on the list that I'm like, oh yeah, that's that.
Some strange movies out there.
Well, like, I have Cat Munch Cat, which is a reference to the movie Dog Eat Dog.
Cat Munch Cat. Oh,
Cat
yeah.
Munch Cat.
That sounds like a porno.
um there's like Jogging with Satan, which is running with the devil.
All right.
Orange Boulder East, Red Rock West.
The Boulder.
The Boulder, yeah, that's one. Um There's a lot of good ones that I've come. I feel like I've come up with the good ones, and I credit the people who help come up with the ones. Um, like my friend Dakota. If you've seen the streams, you know who. Um, she helped come up with the one for the Wickerman, which was one that was really hard for me to come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I've called it now?
Basket Boys?
No,
What do you call
the Woven Gentleman.
it? Okay. That's pretty good.
That's fantastic. Like when someone has a better one than me, I have to put it on there. Like it's just I by default it's better. One of my favorites, and it's a joke that only I'm gonna get because no one's gonna know what movie it's a reference for, is G-Force. I have it as D F equals MA.
Okay. Okay. Physics, I like it.
Or he played a not a guinea pig, but a hamster.
Then why isn't it called H F equals MA?
Well, what would work? What's a rodent that starts with a G sounding letter?
Uh, Rodents.
We could be chinchillas. It's a C force.
D-Force.
C C F equals MA.
There we go. Sure.
There we go. All right. I interchange. Join us next week for Lady and the Tramp 2019 live action and Mulan 2021 live action.
Yeah, that's something that I was next week. This month, Dev last month was trying really hard to just have us get stuff out of the way.
Yes, because I don't want to deal. Because it's like this thing of a film that I know I'm probably not going to enjoy, just looming over me, Steven. Constantly.
Just there. It's constantly just threatening you with a bad time. So,
yes.
So we're gonna get through those, and those movies are the live action Disney movies. So we've got, as far as we know at the moment, I think 5 left. So we're doing those 5 this month, but next week we're just doing.
Well, and we still get the rides technically. Oh, do we ever add Haunted Mansion to the list?
No, I don't.
Maybe
think
we do that. Yeah, we need to do that next week then.
All right, yeah, why not?
Oh, and Jungle Cruise. Yeah, we'll need to add those to the list next week because it's technically a live action adaptation of Disney stuff. So
you're not wrong.
yeah, we'll have to add those to the list next week. Jungle Cruise might take the cake then.
The movie, live action movie.
Yeah,
Maybe.
for what we've seen so far.
I mean, Jungle Cruise wasn't the best movie either.
Oh, we don't have. Okay, well, it was the best one we've seen, Steven. We don't have a list yet. That's right. We were waiting to finish Cruella to do that.
It'll be fun.
Do we wait until we do the Pirates ones, or do we just do it now and then add the Pirates in later?
Let's probably do that one. Well, once we
finish
Cruella,
the Pirates.
Or.
Oh, okay. We'll do the Cruella, make the list, add Pirates.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
We'll do Pirates 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do 4 and 5 on there.
Now that's looming shit.
You just made it worse for yourself, didn't you? Well, probably not.
I have a story about the fourth Pirates movie.
Captain.
When we get there, so
okay. There you go, everybody. That's your hook. That's why you're gonna have to watch for whenever we do.
And not your Captain Hook.
We're so clever, Dev.
Get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're done. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week for Lady and the Tramp and the other one.
Mulan.
Thank you, Mulan. Until then, bye, everybody.
When her eye hits the sky, it's amore. Gonna make a man out of you.